We gathered here together to pay respect and tribute לדוד משה בן ברקו דוב הלוי סגל, סגן לכהונה. Start with הפרק תהילים. שיר למעלות אשא עיני אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי. עזרי מעם אדוני עושה שמיים וארץ. אל ייתן למוט רגליך, אל ינום שומרך. הנה לא ינום ולא ישן שומר ישראל. אדוני שומרך, אדוני צילך על יד ימינך. יומם השמש לא יככה וירח בלילה. אדוני ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך. אדוני ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם. David, where do we begin? I think seeing in this weather, in the snow, and seeing all the people that came out, showing the great heart and love that you had. David, which I met as one of the first people in Israelis I met when I came to Chicago. Over the years we lived far away, we weren't really in touch. But lately, last week, I went to his house. We put on tefillin. We were talking a lot about his life story. We were singing and dancing. And you saw the love and the genuine kindness that he has in his heart. מה שנקרא בן אדם צנוע, פשוט, מחפש רק לעשות טוב וליהנות ולחיות חיים רגועים ושמחים ומאושרים and peaceful. זה היה החיים שלו, זה מה שהוא חי, וזה המסר שאנחנו צריכים לקחת לחיינו. תמיד טוב, תמיד חיבור, איך ליאת אומרת, תמיד שנפרד ממישהו, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you many many times. רק נתינה, רק אהבה, חיוכים, טוב. Even last week when the doctors told him in front of him how bad this condition is and situation, he was obviously very not in a good mood, but at the same time, the same doctor who told him this news, which wasn't too sensitive the way he said it maybe, but they had to say it. But nevertheless, he remembered that this doctor's wife had the surgery and he paid attention, how is your wife doing? How was the surgery? זה היה בן אדם. תמיד לחפש את החיובי על אנשים. היה אהוב על כל מי שהוא פגש. Was very loved on everyone. Knew the languages, but always looked at the positive. And he believed that everything that happened, הכל בהשגחה פרטית. He was sitting with Carmen and his wife and Liat and Tiran, and Carmen was saying he was never hurting a fly. Said if it was a fly, a kavish on the table, he would lift it up alive, open the door and let it go out. Where do you see such a sensitivity? זה מראה לב רחום, לב אהוב, a kind heart, a good heart. He knew all the names of all his neighbors, all his friends. יהודי של העם, של האנשים, ויהודי של טוב. החי ייתן ליבו. We learned this week is שירת הים. Then they left Mitzrayim, they were singing the song of Az Yashir Moshe. And he was a person of always looking for happy, for positivity. And we need to take this to our heart. And this will be Leilu Nishmato. Maybe we will see what type of person he was. Maybe we will implement it in our families. Adding extra love to the family, kindness, laughter, happiness. This is the greatest zchut that we can do in his memory of David Moshe ben Berku Dov Halevi. Would like to ask Liat and Liran to share a few words, please.
Abba, our daddy-o, Pops, Papi, Baba, and Corazon, our King David and our quiet warrior, the most respectful man with the kindest eyes and the gentlest soul. You were a rare human that was able to attract people from all over the world with your beautiful energy, all without doing anything more than just being who you were, genuine, humble, simple, and always loving David. You were a people pleaser and a peacemaker. So how we got here doesn't make any sense. You wanted to live and fight for yourself, but mostly for all of us. But your body was too tired. Please know that this made you strong and not weak. We are leaning on our faith in God and believing that He had something more grand and peaceful in mind for you. But wow, I can't shake the unbearable hurt. I can't begin to tell you, Abba, how many calls and messages we've all been receiving, praising you and who you were to each and every one of them, and how so loved you were. You simply impacted people's lives with your kindness and humor, especially your famous chicken dance. You were so proud of your Jewish and Romanian lineage, and especially that you were a Levi. I believe that's what made you the most proud. Rabbi Menachem told me the story of how you met him and spoke to him so many years ago and told him how you were a Levi. This story made both of us smile. I'm sure that his visit to you at home in your final weeks meant the world to you. Family, and especially Carmen, were everything for you. The love and care that she has given you up until the last moments with us were nothing short of what I know that your parents had wished for you all those 76 years ago when you first came into this world. My heart-to-heart talks with her about you have helped me personally get so much closure. When I sat on your hospital bed and asked you for your forgiveness, you went right into David mode, even though you were clearly too tired to talk. You made excuses for my mistakes and told me that there was nothing to forgive and that you loved me. I want you to know, Abba, that both Leon and I have always felt your love. Everyone around you could always feel your love. Our most important wish for you is that you're resting peacefully for eternity, that your loved ones are there surrounding you with calming light, energy, and love. You deserve nothing less. Rest knowing that your life goes on in all of us, the ones who will continue to honor you and keep you in our memories. And especially in Leon's same kind eyes, gentleness, and humor. And we all just want to ask you, Abba, in your own famous words, have you forgotten something today? Let me remind you. We love you always. Rest in peace, our beloved Father. Love you, love you, love you.
Just say I love you guys and just open your hearts to love and let this spread through everybody. That's what my dad would have wanted, just to be happy and to love each other. Hold on to each other when it hurts the most. Thank you.
Yeah, and as Liat said, his being a Levi was very, very important to him. I just spoke now in the way with Rabbi Tenenbaum, who's unable to be here, the Rabbi of Chabad of Gruni, which he would go to that shul for 20 years. And he told me one of the things, he was obviously always with being a Levi, which Levi means servicing the Bet HaMikdash. And he added a few years ago on his own. When I was last week by David and I asked him, what's your full Hebrew name? I want to pray for you. So he said, David Moshe. I said, everybody says David. What's David Moshe? And he said, a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I realized that my had a Saba named Moshe, and there's nobody, no grandchildren named after him. אז אני לקחתי על עצמי, I want to add the name to myself, David Moshe. You see what kind of person, what kind of sensitivity of continuing the tradition, continuing the Saba Moshe, he added this name to himself. And this is what we hear. We have here, Baruch Hashem, blessed by so many children and grandchildren, which we saw the big dedication and what it meant for him. Obviously, Carmen, the big dedication that you had for him and he for you, really remarkable. And the children, is we have Liat, Liron, and Tiran, and Sarah Segal, and Diana, Omar, Perez, and Eric, Guadalapur, Alcazar, Sapir, Nathaniel, Moriah, Elia, Brandon, Jalen, Iliana, Isabella, Oliver, Amaya, and Natalie, and a great-granddaughter, Bella. Baruch Hashem, kama zacha, to see so many children. And this is what we hear. We have continuing his great heart, his great kindness. There's no question that we see that now in the family. His love and his unity of Achdut HaMishpacha, Ahavat HaMishpacha. We definitely see that continuing in the next generation. And this is the greatest zchut and honor for David Moshe ben Berkudov Halevi. So we should all take upon ourselves to do an extra mitzvah. Mitzvah Maseh Tov Leilui Nishmato. And this will be a great Leilui Nishmato and a benefit for his neshama. So today is Friday, and after Chatzot Hayom we don't say Tachanun. That means that we don't say different parts that show on special extra mourning, Tziduk Adin, and Kel Maleh Rachamim, which shows an extra Simcha, which means that God is giving extra kochot for the family to continue the life of David. So I'll say one Perek Teilim, and then we'll do the Kriya. שיר המעלות ממעמקים קראתיך אדוני. אדוני שמע בקולי, תהיינה אוזניך קשובות לקול תחנוני. אם עוונות תשמוריה, אדוני מי יעמוד. כי עמך סליחה למען תברא. קיוויתי אדוני קיוותה נפשי ולדברו אוכלתי. נפשי לאדוני משומרים לבוקר, שומרים לבוקר. יחל ישראל אל אדוני, כי אם אדוני החסד והרבה עמו פדות, והוא יפדה את ישראל מכל עוונותיו. We want to ask forgiveness, דוד, אנחנו רוצים לבקש מחילה וסליחה אם פגענו בכבודך תוך כדי הקבורה והטיפול, ובכלל, בשבועות האחרונים, כולם מבקשים סליחה ומחילה. דוד, אנחנו יודעים כמה אהבת וכמה אתה אוהב את ארץ ישראל. יש לנו פה עפר מעבר ארץ ישראל שאנחנו נשים עכשיו, ואנחנו מאמינים באמונה שלמה בתחיית המתים, שכולנו נחזור יחד ביאת משיח צדקנו בקרוב ממש, וכולנו נתפגש בארץ ישראל.
Steps just for safety purposes, so the cemetery staff can bring the cover afterwards.
We rip with tear clothing. This represents, just like we tear a clothing, we know that the shirt is ripped, but the body inside stays whole. We believe that although the neshama, although the body is not with us physically, but the neshama inside remains forever. Neshama is not the physical. And the neshama of David, this kind neshama, this pure soul of love, of kindness, of unity, of ahava, on shalom, this stays with us and will stay with the family.
Which one was the 6 days? Yom Kippur? He's in a few of them. I got my mom. Yeah, she got it right here. Ask Ima.
Yom Kippur. I just spoke on the way to Rabbi Tenenbaum, as mentioned before, and he said that one of the greatest zchuyot that he has, alach lemisirut nefesh, nilcham. He was part of the Yom Kippur War, nilcham avur Eretz Yisrael, Am Yisrael, ve'avat Yisrael.
He was all the way in Egypt, he said.
What?
He made it all the way to Egypt. He was all the way that far in.
הגיע עד מצרים, was all the way deep in, במסירות נפש לעם ישראל. תמיד היה איש של שלום, איש של אהבה, ואין ספק שזה ימשיך, זה מה שכולנו ניקח לחיים שלנו. To add in love and kindness and אהבה ואחווה, שלום ורעות. Huh? I think so. What? Yeah, it's not a din in Tachman. Whoever wants to participate, so can participate in the Kvura. The custom is that you don't pass the shovel from one to another. You just place it down and then next person will take it from the ground.
Once again, just please be careful. If you want to wrap up, like, there is, please come and jump up. Friends, you're welcome to approach either side of the mound.
Just do a light. Of course. That's how it's always. Yeah, I can tell you're crying now. That's really sweet. Yeah, let's go. We'll go find her, and you can. So she'll be happy to see you. I know she was really fond of you. So happy you came to see my father. See where she felt emotional. Yeah. You guys want them out there? Great guy. Kept him going for years. But he'd be so bored. I don't think he would have
So, friends, the family will be sitting Shema at the Golan residence, 8829 Birch Avenue in Warren Grove. This is Motzei Shabbat from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The hours are going to be from 10 a.m. to 12, and again from 4 to 8 p.m. Memorial contributions in his memory can be made to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. That information is on the folders you received. If you did not get one, we have many more available here. And for those who are watching on the live stream, that information is on the funeral home website.
עכשיו תשימו את זה, עכשיו יחסה את המנשיר. אוקיי, אמרתי.
If we cover,
Okay, friends, if we want to gather one more time in just a few moments after the cemetery staff has helped us cover the rest of the remaining soil, we'll gather together for the mourner's Kaddish.
After finish up.
okay. This one, Gadal, Yikadash. A lot, huh?
Take slow. No, you're saying not to go up.
Yeah, yeah.
Take it slow. Take your time. Okay, we'll do now the Kaddish. And איפה ליאת פה?
Liat?
בכלל.
Liat's over here.
לא, שתעמוד פה.
Okay. Yofi, yes.
יתגדל ויתגדש שמי רם
אמן.
בעל מה דבר שרעותי ויום לכמו שותי חיים חון over here חון נכון ובך כדכל בית ישראל בעגלה והוזמן קריב ואמרו אמן
אמן
יהי שמי רבה מאורך
לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה.
Maya. Yitbarach, Vitbaret. I'm like lost here. Where are we? Okay, I'm with you, baby.
Okay, you do it.
Yitbarach, Vitbrash, Vitbaar, Vitromam, Vitnase, Vithadar, Vithale, Vithalal, Shemei Dekudesha, Berich. Who?
אמן.
לילה מן כל ברכת ושרת תושבחת ונחמת תאמרן בעלה. Where are we? ואמרו אמן. יש למרבה והוא אמן משמיה וחיים טובים עלינו והכל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומריו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ולהכל ישראל ואמרו אמן. And you're lucky it's over.
Amen. There's my bar
אין
mitzvah.
ספק לדוד יש הרבה שמחה מלמעלה שהוא רואה שסיימנו עם חיוך והוא רואה שנותנים חיוך. זה מה שדוד רוצה, תמיד לחייך, תמיד לשמוח. דוד, אנחנו מבטיחים לך שהילדים שלך והנכדים והנינה ימשיכו את השמחה שלך, את האהבה שלך. וכולנו נמשיך ונרקוד במהרה בימינו בגאולה אמיתית והשלמה בקרוב ממש. We'll do a shura. We'll do 2 lines on the right side and the left side, and Liat and Liron will walk by while we come for them. Here we'll make 2 rows. Yeah, a row for men, a row for women.
Love you, mommy. Sorry I didn't do that by missing for you.
This side.
Okay. I'm in front of a story that I was telling you.
I bet you anything is
By the way, this is
Friends, we'll invite you forward. המקום
המקום ינחם אתכם בתוך שאר אבלי ציון בירושלים. מן השמיים תנוחמו ולא תדעו עוד צער. That concludes the service.